OC.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, dog?
Feeling good, man. The Cowboys take care of business just as we predicted, just as we told you. We told you before exactly what was going to happen before it happened, and it happened exactly like we told you. The Cowboys bully the Bucs. The Cowboys dominate.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers. The Cowboys plunder the Buccaneers. Plunder, they pillaged them. They plundered them. They robbed them. Went right on their ship and took all their gold.
Took all that money, dog.
Boys bounced the Bucs.
So yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
We getting ready to slam this post game. So yeah, I'm excited about this because this is a very, very, very good sign to what's going on. A very, very. Oh, see, I gotta ask you a question.
Say your good ones until we go live, but go ahead.
We live now, big dog. What you mean? That's what I'm gonna ask you right now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Huh?
Not really.
Okay. Because I don't either. So, to all the Cowboy fans that believe in the boogeyman, that Tom Brady was this boogeyman that was going to automatically beat us, now you know he's a fairy tale. Can we believe now, OC?
Yes, sir. I think that our fans understand that this is a real team and that the Cowboys are a real contender. So you got contenders and you got pretenders. And today, the Bucs were only a pretender.
Ooh, wee. God, dog, boy, you went at them Bucs. So let me ask you a question, man, because you're going to make me start off with a fight, bro. I don't want to. Was they pretenders or was we just dominant?
You pretenders.
Oh, man, I think that Wi-Fi monster got you. So I'm glad he got you.
Yeah, it might have got him, but I heard he squeezed it in, boss, and I think I heard pretenders, dog.
Hold on real quick. Oh, so I check this. OC, come out and come in. Just come out. I'm glad that Wi-Fi monster got you early because I want to hear this. Y'all stay tuned, man. The OC gonna be right back. I want to hear this. Y'all do too. Trust me. Stay with us. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Oh, damn.
Sir. All right, guys. So before we drop this hot sauce on you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All about Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me, the OC100 on Twitter. Boss Cowboy, what say you?
I want to talk about this boogeyman, bro. Yeah, but before we talk about this boogeyman, huh? You froze? The OC froze. OC, you froze.
Am I froze?
Yeah, you froze.
Okay, I'm a.
All right, but I got it. I got it while he coming in. But see, y'all, this is what I want to say. First of all, for most of you Cowboy fans, I welcome you back, okay, to the ability to enjoy this moment. Some of y'all, you can't ride. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, you cannot ride. You have been barred from the whole experience of enjoying a playoff run. You acted and showed your butt, some of y'all. But most of y'all, you're welcome. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We welcome most of you back. But I want to talk about this boogeyman because see, it was a boogeyman. He was hunting us, OC. He was hunting us. We was hearing stuff like, we lose on grass. We lose when we have blue jerseys. We 0-7 versus Tom Brady. We are a one and done every time team. All of that was exaggerations. Can we first talk about the boogeyman real quick, OC? Just real quick.
Well, what happened when the lights got cut on?
Ooh.
The boogeyman got his butt whipped. You understand me? So, mama came in the room and cut on the lights and had a belt,
Ooh.
and the boogeyman got a butt whooping. Tom Brady got his butt whipped. Tom Brady couldn't even get the ball to receivers at time. Tom Brady had no answer for the A-gap pressure. And that's why you need to follow Boss Cowboy Sports, because I told you what they need to do. And obviously Dan Quinn follows our channel because he listened to the OC. I told him, get pressure in this man's face.
A-gap.
He will give up the goat.
We said A-gap pressure.
He gave up the goat.
Specific.
We had Micah Parsons twisted in the A-gap. We had LBE twisting coming up the A-gap. We had Jonathan Hankins running over 2 and 3 people and sacking Tom Brady inside of their 20. Inside of our 20. I'm telling you. Listen, guys. The boogeyman, when the lights get cut on, boogeymans get their butt whipped, and Tom Brady had no answers for this Dallas Cowboys defense. That's what happened to the boogeyman.
All right, see, because I got a question. I got a question for you, OC, since you the post-game champion. Is the monkey off our back?
The monkey?
Yeah.
The monkey is not fully off our back. The monkey is not fully off our back. Because if you want to get the monkey fully off your back, you got to get in that Super Bowl game and give it a run for it. All right? Now, the disrespect is off our back. The disrespect of the one and done team, the disrespect of Dak being an imposter who just threw for 4 touchdowns, ran for another, and threw for more than 300 yards. The imposter syndrome that our fan base and that the 4- and 3-letter networks want to put and placate all over the Dallas Cowboys nation has been dissolved. And it has been dissolved because you can't say we beat a nobody. You can't say we beat a has-been. You can't say we beat an accident team. We beat a Super Bowl team, and we beat the greatest, arguably, Super Bowl quarterback champion of all time at his home in front of his fans and made them sit down. That's
say that, OC.
Trey say, we got to beat the Niners, boss. So
we go talk about the Niners later.
Hold on. Let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in.
Trey being messy.
I'm gonna jump in just real quick. I feel like the monkey's off our back, but I definitely love how you balance it out. You were super balanced. I was getting ready to hit that versus, but you were so balanced. I would have been foolish to hit that versus. You was perfect on your analysis, OC. But I feel like the monkey's off our back because it was a lot of pressure being put on our team. First, from our own fans. It was a lot of us, 50% of us by a poll literally said they thought we was getting ready to lose because of Washington. 50% of the fans abandoned this team. Walked away from them. Most of the analysts was saying we was gonna lose. Right? So what I like about this takes all kind of mental pressure off of us. That's what I mean by monkey. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Man, I'm going to say the Cowboys had a game plan and they were disciplined. And after the first couple of series, they got into that game plan and began to dominate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because A, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't have any elite defensive ends. B, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not elite on the back end in terms of their secondary. And C, Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback, and he is a man that can pick apart zone coverage once he recognizes the zone you're running. And that's what you saw Dak Prescott do all game long, and it wasn't an accident. This wasn't no accident. Dak Prescott went 13 or 14 straight completions versus this Tampa Bay Buccaneers Tampa 2 scare everybody defense. So at the end of the day, Dak Prescott did what he had to do, and that's why you should have watched the pregame before the pregame. Yeah. All right, when we talked about things like this, we let you know exactly what Dak was going to do. Zach did exactly what the OC said he should do, and he rushed for more than 40 yards. And listen, they're undefeated if Dak Prescott runs for more than 40 yards. I said that he has to run on key situations, knowing he needs to pull it, and that's exactly what Dak Prescott did. He didn't force the ball into double coverage. He pulled it and he ran it. He got first downs. He pulled it and he ran it, and he got a touchdown on a bootleg, because you got to sell out to stop Zeke on that goal line. But guess what? You can't stop
Facts.
And Dak owns you again.
Yeah, man. So, Elp, you already know we got to go to Elp with these numbers. So let's get these numbers and let's start talking about this. So we're going to put this all together real quick. So let's first talk about these Dak numbers, and then we go back and forth with you, Coach, in terms of the balancing of the game and having the right identity of this game. But go ahead, Elp. What's the numbers with Dak, and just kind of explain this, break this down, Coach and the OC on Dak's numbers. I want to hear this. What you got, Elp?
So you know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit it reverse style. Your boy Dak had zero interceptions. Not reverse interceptions that were the receiver fault. No interceptions that were no interceptions that were Kellen's fault. 25 of 33 for 305. That's your quarterback. Oh, and by the way, he did that in the process of throwing 4 touchdowns while carrying the ball for 24 yards. Put some respect. Excuse me. Matter of fact, keep my quarterback's name out your mouth.
So Coach, we want to hear from you, man. Oh, Dak. What's your thought?
Oh, Dak, listen here. I've said all along, I want Dak Prescott for every 10 passes he throw a touchdown. So that's what if you decide in the game that he got to throw the ball 45, 50 times, I at least want to have 4 or 5 touchdowns. If he throw the ball 20, 25 times, 2 touchdowns or 3. When he's on that type of percentage, this is a quality game. And I tell people this. You had a quarterback on the other end that threw the ball over 60 times, but only scored 14 points. So you got a quarterback that threw the ball 33 times and we scored 35 points. This is what I'm saying. You don't have to be passive. You have to be balanced, and you have to be efficient in the passing game. You have to have quality passes, and you have to strike for touchdown. And that's what Dak did today. 33 attempts, 4 touchdowns. That's over every 10 passes. That's at a 9. Every 9 times he threw, or 8 times he threw the ball, they were touchdowns. So that's the efficiency we want from Dak. And that's the efficiency we want from this offense. And this makes Dak a better quarterback when he strikes down the field, get completions, and keep teams in a don't know. And listen, I bet you if you looked at those stats, a lot of those big pass plays were when he came from under center, like OC said, doing his breakdown this week. When he's come from under center play action, he make big plays.
Yep, all day. And see, this is a couple of things I want to focus on. First of all, shout out to the OC. One of the things that OC put out early this week. This is early in the week. This ain't after the fact. This is before. Go back and listen to the OC on this video. He said the Dallas Cowboys need one more key to unlock playoff domination. So he was using words like domination while half of the fan base was saying we getting ready to lose. See, this is what you call locked in. You hear me? So hold on, hold on real quick. Let me hit this button real quick.
That's great.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
See, when you locked in, it ain't no switching up. You hear me? You hear me?
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
So this, and we saw this today. The OC killed this video so much, y'all need to go check that out. Trust me, it's worth the rewatch. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Absolutely.
It sparked this video in me. I came right behind them like, what? Yes, indeed. And we saw this today. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If we can stay disciplined and put all of it together going into San Fran, we can walk all the way to the Super Bowl. But OC, can you please expound some more? Because you already did a video on this, but I want you to kind of go in what you was talking about on Dak, and the key to unlocking domination is the word that you use.
Yeah, man. So when you talk about Dak Prescott, you talk about a guy that has great running ability, but that the defense leaves unaccounted for. And so what you saw with that Tampa 2 coverage with the middle linebacker trying to drop down the deep middle of the field with his back turns, especially this is set up with what the OC said on the pre game, right, before you did actually the watch party, is that we need to throw the ball to who? Hot Pockets.
Yep.
And when you throw that ball to Hot Pockets, all of a sudden you got to count for him. And he did a great job today. Now your back is turned, and now you have no spot. You have nobody accounting for the quarterback who can use his legs to burn you. And so Dak running responsibly in key situations for first downs and not throwing into double coverage and doing what he has to do using his legs will make the Cowboys dominant, because you cannot account for all these people. And who else did you need to throw the ball to? You need to throw the ball also to T.Y. Hilton. And when you throw the ball to T.Y. Hilton, guess what? Good things happen. You throw the ball to T.Y. Hilton. What did he average today? About 12 yards a catch. I think he had 2 catches. The total average was around 12 yards. And so when you look at all this and you think about these things, right? You think about all these things and you target CeeDee Lamb. You get him the ball with big catches in the right places. This is a combination. This is the gumbo. This is the soup of domination. Because I don't care if you're the 49ers. I don't care if you're the Globetrotters. I don't care who you are. You can't cover all these people if you're using all these weapons effectively and efficiently. And I also said Hendershot and Jake Ferguson would not be bad targets either. What did we get? We got a big play and run after catch by Hendershot up the sideline. So all these things combined makes the Voltron effect of the Dallas Cowboys weapons
Unstoppable. All right, so listen, I'm going to turn the page a little bit. I'm going to flip this, and I want to hear from everybody on this. All right, we got some super chat real quick from Trey. OG Trey said, real quick, let me focus on this super chat. He said, 3-0 against Bucks in playoffs. Where was that stat? I know, right? I know. Thank you.
Man, they kept that one in the closet, bro. I knew it. I went to the Bucks website this week. They were talking about it, but they kept that one in the closet. You ain't gonna hear Stephen Naismith say that. You ain't gonna hear Skip Sayless talk about it. You ain't gonna hear Shannon Dole talk about it. But yeah, that's a real stat, bro.
Yeah, I love it. See, this is what I want to flip it to. I ain't forgot. I have not forgotten.
You ain't forgot because it ain't no switching up, bro.
It ain't no switching up. See, because it was a doctrine going on this week. What was the ugliest drives that we had? What was the ugliest? The first two. What happened in those first two? I'm gonna sit back and let you tell the world. Go ahead and take
you already know what time it is, bro.
No. They need to know. They need to know. We know. Man, they need to know.
It crushed me, man, because I had a non-Cowboys fan, like I said earlier in the live, asked me today, hey, man, what y'all gonna do tonight, man? Y'all playing the GOAT. Y'all playing Brady. What y'all gonna do? I said, I got 2 answers for you. If an offensive coordinator is calling it like he's supposed to and playing common sense football, I said, we good. It's no contest, right? I said, but if he decides he wants to be too cute, it's going to be a long night.
Yep.
And the first 2 drives, what did we see? We saw 2 Q.
Yep.
And then after that, he was like, okay, I guess if you want me to go back to doing it how you said, I guess I'll go ahead and do it.
See, check this out. Because, see, check this coming out. He said they was passing on first down, hurt us on all points. Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
and it was dangerous. And this is why you should trust Boss Cowboy Sports. Because we was one of the only channels, Amp, OC, Coach Marv, we was one of the only channels saying that is dangerous. And it took a L today. It took a L.
Yes, sir.
The only time our offense was flat at all was when we was coming out throwing a lot on first down. We took over the game.
Boss, what if I told you after those first 2 series, that was our last 3 and out, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't do it anymore the rest of the game.
Right.
Because I guess we got some sense knocked into us.
Yep.
The lack of productivity. And Mike, because I saw Mike and Kellen, when they panned to the sideline during the game, because I look at the little stuff, I actually saw Mike talking to Kellen Moore. He wasn't talking in the headset. He was talking to him face to face. And he gave him a pat on the butt like, come on, man, let's go.
Yeah. We needed to, yeah.
That was having him by the leash.
Yep.
That beautiful artwork that Boss created some weeks ago. And when OC talked about having Kellen Moore be a responsible play caller, that is what we saw live and in the flesh today. We saw that bad dog pee on the couch and chew up the pillow in the first 2 drives. And Mike McCarthy, Big Mike, went and grabbed that newspaper and he spanked them. And the rest of the game, you saw responsible play caller.
Right. And
shout out to Truth Only for that super chat, man. Path of most resistance is best for this team. You said that, boss. Yeah, that's a great super chat. And also, thank you for the super chat, Keystone. Yeah, man, because I think that and this is what I called it in the pre-show, the path to redemption. The path to redemption. So the Cowboys have knocked off one stone on the path to redemption. That we just beat the Bucs. Now we got San Fran. Now we got the revenge game. Now we got that get back game.
Yep.
And we'll see how the Cowboys do this coming week. But this is the road to redemption. Not then you're probably going to have to go, and you may face the Giants, but you're probably going to have to go through Philly after that to get into the big game. So this is Cowboys, vintage, old school, 1990s championship smell of going through everybody and their mama to get into the big game, especially if we can get past these 49ers.
Man, 49ers are fool's gold, man.
Let me say my piece on that. About the run first down. And we probably gonna do a little breakdown on this, right? When Dak Prescott does hard play action coming from under center on first down, and he passes the ball, yes, you are successful. But if you come out and put him in shotgun and give that little fake handoff out of shotgun and throw the ball on first down, we don't be successful. Because when you're under center, and I think this is what I'm saying this, when you're under center and you get the snap and you turn your back towards the linebackers, they don't drop. They have to respect if there's a running back in there. But even if you don't even fake it, they got to step up. They got to play run first because they're not really going to the pass because you got your back to them. And when you come up out of that and get your feet ready, you're going to be successful if you decide to pass on first down. But it's all based off run action. That's what we're trying to tell people. That puts us in rhythm. And when we hand the ball off and get 3 to 4 yards, that puts us in rhythm because that sets up the next first down when we go and he fakes it, and now he can get plays down the seam and to the running backs. Again, people, this is where the Cowboys best, and Dak made all his bigger throws this game when he was under center. I think 3 of his touchdowns came when he was under center. When he threw touchdown passes, that one down to Dalton Schultz, as well as that fake handoff and keeping the ball around the end for the touchdown. That's where his best plays are, and running the ball on first down sets us up for big plays when we do decide to throw the ball on first down.
Check this out.
Yeah, Coach.
OC, go ahead. OC.
No, I was just go second Coach Marv, man. That's an excellent point, because the play action pass becomes very effective when you've shown the determination to run into a 5-2 front. And so Tampa had that tough inside front, and that's why early in the game the outside toss sweeps and also the trap plays were more effective right at the beginning part of the game, because they were covering your center and your 2 guards with that 5-3 look. They had 5 defensive linemen down, and so when you hard play action off of that, you have a lot of space from the hash to the sideline to complete passes and make that defense come up, because they're trying to stop the run. Now let me say this too, because I know we got on to Kellen, but I want to give him some credit. I want to give him a little credit. I'm gonna give him some credit. No, listen.
Lord. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button now. No, I ain't trying to hear nothing. I'm fighting you before you even let it out your mouth. No, you ain't doing this. We not doing this. Oh, no, go ahead. I'm messing with you.
Little credit. And I got to give him credit, okay? Because he listened to the OC. He follows BossCowboySports. You know how I know how, Boss?
Okay.
Ask me how. Ask me how I know.
How?
Okay. I said, we know he's pass happy. We know he's go do
he
stupid
stayed
stuff
committed
like
to the run.
Empty, like go empty. I said, okay, great. I said, in the Pollard video, and that's why you guys need to watch these videos, because I'm telling you ahead of time what's going to happen.
OC was on 100.
Put Pollard in the slot. What did he do today?
He did.
He did.
He did.
He put
did.
At the outside receiver, and guess what he did a couple times?
And we threw it to him, and he caught it.
That's true.
Yep.
Facts.
Most of those times it was first downs, Boss Cowboy. Shout out to Joe Cook for the $10 super chat. Torch was passed to Pollard. Okay, I mean, hey, look, Pollard is an awesome explosive guy, man. I can't deny that. Yeah. I think that you still got to have the balance of that with Ezekiel Elliott. He doesn't have the explosiveness that Pollard has, but Pollard is fantastic, man. So salute to you, man. Thanks for supporting this channel. All right, but go ahead, Boss.
Yeah, I was.
Hold on, Boss. See, look. The OC 100 is his handle on Twitter, right?
Oh yeah.
That's not just by accident.
No doubt.
The OC 100 stands for him keeping it 100. I watched every single one of them videos this week.
Yeah, he killed.
I was like,
he smashed it. People
and every single point OC drove home this week came to fruition tonight.
For real.
Follow this man.
I'm telling you,
he knows the game.
He killed it. Like this was a A++ week.
Not kinda, or he got one or two things right. He killed it across the board.
Like
straight business.
Straight business. Hold on, let me hit this button for that. Straight up. That's
the OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight real business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Check this out. Before we go to right quick. Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Hey, listen. OC hit every point, and I depend on OC for this next week, and I know me and OC think a lot alike, but let me tell you something. Next week, the running game is more important than it was this week.
Yeah.
Fact.
Because you got to beat on those defensive linemen so they don't become rock or track stars on you. Let's pound them. I don't even care if it's not but 2 or 3 yards. Commit it and pound on them, and that'll take their pass rush. If you go one dimensional against this next team, they'll eat you alive.
Now you got to. See, I don't know.
The great thing. Go ahead, Boss. The great thing about what you said, Coach Marv, is we showed, and this is all I wanted to see tonight. We showed the determination when Kellen Moore called the plays and the moxie to be able to line up and pound that ball and get 3 or 4 yards when we needed to. Most of the night, we were able to do that. And that was willpower. That was determination. That was machismo. You know what I'm saying? That was having the guts and the intestinal fortitude to impose your will on another man, running into an 8-man front, by the way, and still get 3 and 4 yards. So when you have that, okay, you have the foundational building block of the mental toughness to understand that we have to play a physical brand of football. Okay, let me say this, extremely physical brand of football to beat these 49ers. And if you don't know that, you ain't been watching football. Now, the good part that I like on some of the wrinkles is the throws out of the backfield, which keeps them balanced. It keeps the best middle linebacker in the game in balance, which is Fred Warner. And if you're going to line up in that empty, if you put TP in the slot, that's a great equalizer. Go ahead, Boss Cowboy. But more content to come on this week for sure.
Yeah, man. Y'all be looking out for the OC videos, man. I don't say this. I'm going to just say it, man. I say it like I see it, bro. I ain't going to shy away from what I see. I felt like he had the best content this week out of everybody.
Bar none.
For real. Like, out of everybody, bro. It was... If you was sleeping on his videos this week, you just missed out. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. Now, I want to flip it to something for everybody. But, OC, obviously I want to flip this to you because you wasn't at the watch party, so I want to definitely hear your thoughts on this. I'm already leaning on Dan Quinn being my star player or person of the week. I always want to sleep on that. But right now, with what he did, with the fact that he played possum for 4 weeks, see, people got to realize what he really did. He was holding the chess piece of Micah Parsons back. He intentionally played him mostly at defensive end, all to camouflage the real usage he was getting ready to unleash in the playoffs, and he did it. But see, that wasn't all. This is where he just flipped the whole table over on his genius and common sense. OC, I want to get your opinions on this. Israel. Oh my God. Like, nobody saw this coming. Like, nobody knew that this dude was in the chess piece. Yeah. Nobody knew this. And this was Dan Quinn. This is more than in your bag, boy. Do you hear me? This is way more than in your bag. Oh, say, please. I want to hear from you on this, boy. Because, Dan Quinn called a hellified game.
Yes, he did.
Dan Quinn was phenomenal in terms of his personnel rotations. And nobody saw Israel coming. I didn't see that. I didn't think about it. There was no hint of it whatsoever at all. Like, at all. Nobody knew. So, look, DC is real. But I want to give more detail and context to what you said. Then I'm going to flip it to who I think could possibly be my star player of the game. Okay. Now, this is what was so brilliant about what he did that nobody saw coming. I'm going to tell you who else he held back. That showed up, and it showed up in a big way. Ghosting.
Yes, sir. He did. He did.
On the inside. And this is what he did in his brilliance. He scratched an unproductive Gallimore. He scratched.
Say it, OC. Say it.
Bohannon. And he ran his one technique zero with Hankins. Wait a second. And then he starts ghosting. He starts ghosting as his 3 technique. Did you see that? He had Hankins and ghosting. And guess what he did? On his rotation, he rolled him, and then he puts in the run stopper that was disrespected even by the OC. Shout out and salute to Carlos Watkins for being the run stopper, number 91, showing
Carlos
up.
Watkins. He showed up.
The one tech the one tech. And then, the backup 3 tech was Osa, who showed his natural bear behind in this game.
Yes, he did.
Okay, so that is the intricacies
Of Dan Quinn.
of the genius
Ooh.
of what Dan Quinn did.
God,
Okay,
dog.
beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. Now, let me flip the script to what possibly, at least at my eye glance, until I watch these all 22s, could very well also be the player of the game. And it's a unit, the offensive line.
Whoa.
They handle the pressure, the A gap, the C gap, the overload blitzes very well of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They ran the ball with efficiency. For the most part, they kept Dak extremely clean. Oh, my guy, Tyler Smith, a.k.a. Rookie of the Year. Oh, his hip. St. Peters hurts his hip. He's limping off the field. I'm 40. I shouldn't be doing this. I told y'all why y'all put me out here for about 70 snaps. And the OC told you I love Jason Peters. I hope he's okay. But I told you, man, that's not the ideal. Okay?
You did.
And guess what my
you
guy
said it
does?
pregame.
Guess what Tyler Smith does? He bumps right back out to left tackle. Okay, you need me a left tackle? No problem, coach. I was already pancaking Vita Bea and pancaking these other dudes. So let me go ahead and go to tackle and hold up out here. And he holds up and he doesn't miss one beat. So consider that as a star player.
And see, check this out. I gotta throw this in here too, OC. Remember this. We talked about this before the game. Cross training is now embraced. Can people now see the benefit of the cross training? Can you see the benefit?
Man, where the quiet angels at?
I know I need some angels, bro. Ooh, we need some angels. Because, bro, it was because of cross training you could even do what you did today. OC, can you expound on that? Can you expound on that cross training with Peters and Tyler and how hard it was to do, but they was able to get it done with cross training? Can you please explain that, big dog?
Well, listen, I want to give credit where credit is due, okay, in this regard to the offensive line coach of the Dallas Cowboys,
Coach Philman.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so listen, Coach Philman did a great job all year long, not just today. This was leading up to this point.
Right.
He mixed and matched. He would have McGovern taking snaps at center and have him taking snaps at guard. He would have Tyler Smith taking snaps when he obviously had a healthy tackle, had him taking snaps at guard, knowing that the man could play tackle, bumped him out of tackle, no problem whatsoever. He would even have Peters taking snaps at where? Guard. Then he would have him taking snaps at left. Then he would have him taking snaps at right. All to be sure that the recipe of success and that the run of this team was shored up against any injury. So salute, Coach. Great job by you all season.
Great job. Hey, and I'm going to flip it real quick, and then I'm going to go around the circle and hear from the panel. Y'all see this? On my head? I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it. See, because I heard a lot of people, not a lot of our fans, but I heard a lot of people, I hate the hot boys. Listen, y'all. I don't care what fans like. I care that they embrace it. I care that this get them going. If having a team, and see, a lot of people don't even understand the hot boys. I do. See, they don't just wear hats. There's an accountability to be a hot boy. So a whole lot of people don't understand that it's those little things that get you going. And it's usually leadership that get it going. Like, for instance, you remember last year when the defense started to just run it up on those turnovers? And then they found out that Tank had a bet with Dak, and it was the defense versus the offense on who was gonna get the most turnovers, and they was doing it the whole year. They was competing. That was having an identity. That's what this is. So yeah, I'm rocking with the hot boys all the way. I'm bringing it back. I don't care what nobody say. And if people say they ain't earned it, yes, they did earn it. How you get over 33 turnovers and say they ain't earned it? Yeah, you can name whatever, you can say whatever you want to say about yourself in the playoffs because you earned it. Hot Boys is back, and I'm rocking with it all the way. I ain't turning my back on it. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm rocking with it.
Ooh. Ooh-wee, man. Well, listen, man. The Hot Boys was hot tonight, man, because these boys was getting extreme pressure. And Tom Brady threw the ball away, and I thought he should have got called for grounding a couple times because I didn't see a receiver in the area. But he threw that ball down to avoid sacks. And anytime Micah Parsons got close, he figured out a way to let that thing go because Micah Parsons had to have at least 5 or 6 pressures, sacks aside. If people are aware of you and they're committed to throwing the ball away, then guess what? You're not going to get sacks. But Micah Parsons is the ultimate disruptor. He is disruptive. You put him at middle linebacker, he's getting home. You put him at defensive end, he's almost getting home. They try to throw screens, he's tipping the ball. They try to run away from him. Oh, don't run a zone away from him and don't chip him. He's chasing the play down, tackling a dude in the backfield. So Micah Parsons is a disruptor. Tank Lawrence, hey, did some good things tonight. Fowler got held about 4 or 5 times. And listen, I was a former offensive tackle, and I'm admitting they was holding the mess out of Dante Fowler. They even held Darren Armstrong on the cleanup sack that he got when Micah Parsons got the pressure. He should have got the sack. All right. And so if you look at Tank Lawrence did his thing on the inside, gave the guards a hard time if you really look at what he did. And we got pushed up the middle. We got Osa Adigazua in the backfield. We got Hankins up the middle running over 2 or 3 people. Sack Tom Brady. Are you kidding me? If we bring this same attitude, tempo, and intensity to these San Francisco 49ers, it's going to be a long day for Mr. Irrelevant. I'm going to tell you that much. It's going to be a long day for Mr. Irrelevant.
It ain't going to be 30, that's for sure.
Hey, boss, let me say, I want to go back to Dak Prescott.
All right.
And I want all the Cowboy fans to listen.
I see you, Imp.
All Cowboy fans and all of the 4-letter network and the 3-letter network and all that. That pass that Dak Prescott rolled out through the Dalton Schultz, Patrick Mahomes couldn't do no better than that. If you watch the replay of that throw, that's top-notch elite. Rolling to your left, throwing against your body, anticipating what Dalton Schultz going to do. That play, they just showed the highlights from the end zone view. That is awesome.
Mr.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, man. You can't get no better pass.
Man, that hot pocket.
And listen, and I want to say this. I want to say this, CC. I know, and I give Kellen Moore a lot of credit, right? And yes, he did a great job. But see, I'm not gonna feed in what the 3-letter network and the 4-letter network want to say, and the big time media gonna say, because they're gonna do all the credit onto the offensive coordinator, how great it is. Because I watched all the rest of the games, and they ain't never talked about nobody offensive coordinator did a great job because they scored points.
Ooh,
no other team they talk about their offensive coordinator because they so no other team talk about their coordinator and how great he called the game, and no other team except for us, and they'll go to the point and say, "Oh man, great job by the coordinator." Everybody else give the credit to the players. Yes, coordinators. Yes, we do give them a lot of things about how we try to, where they can make our players better. We give suggestions how they can make our players better and what we can do better. But when it really comes down to it, when our player makes the plays that goes 25 or 33 and throws 4 touchdowns and run a touchdown, I want to give the main credit to who it's supposed to be, Dak Prescott. Right. And yes, his coordinator did some things, but a lot of those plays was broken down plays where he had to make plays, and he made plays.
Yes, indeed. Oh, all right. And I gotta go with what the Spirit is leading me to, man. I always go with my heart. I'm dead serious on that too. I listen to that inner voice that teaches me and guides me, trusts me. And this is what I want to talk about right now, which is super underrated, and we gotta talk about this. Coach Marv key measurables to winning.
On the head.
This is so underrated.
On the head.
This is so underrated on
On
both
the
offense
head.
and defense. I want us to talk about this right now. The OC and Coach Marv, can y'all lead this, kind of going through this together? I want y'all to tag team this if y'all don't mind. But just the key measurables, and really, because I'm going to say this again, in case you missed it. Coach Marv was being humble. He said, when we follow this, we win. Coach, honestly, you wrong. We do more than win. We dominate.
We dominate.
Like it's more than winning. And shout out to Coach Marv, but let's go through this real quick. Coach, can you go through this with the OC?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Coach.
Listen,
You pick it up.
Physical play. That's we got over 30-some carries by a running back, and even though when we was in short, didn't get but 1 or 2 yards, we stayed with a physical play style of play, which opened up our passing game. We did carry the ball. I think Pollard had 20, 15. Zeke had 13. So we hit 20. And I'm talking about carries from our.
What was the number, Amp? He getting it
right now.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, so I think Pollard 15, Zeke 13, and we put Dak Prescott in there. We over 32.
He had 7 for 35.
35 carries. So and then
Yes,
we
sir.
ran for over 100. We ran for over 135 yards in this game. We had no pre-snap penalties. That's no first and 15.
That's focus. Yep.
We threw the ball. I said 3 attempts. We completed one down the field to Schultz. We threw one we shouldn't threw in the fourth quarter, but we did throw the ball down the field 3 times, and I think we need to do that even a little bit more.
With CD.
And look at Pollard had 3 catches, 15 carries, 18 touches, 18 to 15 touches. He meets his touches. CD Lamb didn't get 11 targets, but if he got 11 targets, he's catching at an 85 to 90% rate on his targets anyway. So, but he got it when it count, and we had no turnovers.
Right.
When we have this, we put up 30 points easy or 40.
Easy. Yep. Or 40. Let's flip it to the defense. OC, did you have something on that, big dog?
No, man, I'm going to take the defense apart. Coach Marv cooked the offense. That's fine. So if you look at this, man, 85 or less rushing yards. I mean, they had less than 15 rush attempts, I believe. It was almost like 10 or something. It was ridiculous.
12.
I mean, 12. Okay, thank you so much. We tackled very well. We were physical with Forsett. We were physical at the point of attack. I mean, defensive penalties, I believe. How many did we have, Am? Was it 1 or something like that?
2.
It was
2
2
for 15 yards.
2 for 15 yards, very few penalties, 2 or less plays of 15 yards. I don't think we achieved that, but for the most parts of the game, we bottled up this offense and kept them from getting momentum. 3 or more sacks and 2 QB hits. I don't think we didn't have that. We had 1 sack, I believe, and we had a bunch of pressures, right? And so pressures can equal to hits when you force him to throw the ball and kill the ball and stuff like that, which Tom Brady did a lot. 1 or more turnovers. I mean, the Cowboys, we had how many turnovers, Am? Was it 1 or 2?
I know Curse got 1.
We got 1. We got that pick in the end zone.
Okay, beautiful. And then 21 or less points. So we did that. I mean, the Cowboys did their job. The Cowboys can score 30 points on anybody in the league. You know, anybody. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So if we keep a team down beneath 20 points, we go win these games going away by 7 or 10 points every single week. And that's the thing that you got to understand is just the talent level of the Cowboys, and give respect to my guy Dak Prescott, because when he locked in, man, look, hey, there's no changing up with him, man, because when that boy's locked in, that boy's locked in.
Yeah.
And I feel like these are the playoffs that you go see, and you go start to really respect Dak Prescott for what he is, which is really a top 5 caliber quarterback by play and by his leadership and value to this team.
If we locked in, then no switching up.
All right, so.
But you know what? There's one more measurable I want us to get to.
Mm-hmm.
If we are locked in and it's no switching up like the button you just hit, I want to know why we got 292 watching and only 144 likes.
If we locked in, switching up.
That's the measurable we need to talk about.
If we locked in, switching up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We need you guys to take a break.
Yeah, we need to take a light break. Cause see, honestly,
Take a break.
I'm gonna be honest, man. It should be obvious that we should be one of the channels that you follow. Like, everybody got their favorites. I ain't mad at that. Some people say we the best. Some people say this channel the best, that channel the best. That's relative. That's gonna always change depending on what you like. But one thing that's obvious is that we put in work. That's one thing you should clearly see. Like, I'm so proud of the off-season work. Listen, Coach put this together himself, right? Gave a lot of thought to this. And I said, Coach, send it to me. I'm gonna put it in the show. And we're going to make sure we keep our eye on this for the rest of the season. And just think about all the work that goes on on people's personal time. Like, Amp looked up and found on his own the pattern, the detailed analytics that showed that when we got 2 pass happy or pass consecutive times, we punted. See, that's the type of work that guys are putting in the win. So yeah, you're right, OC. We got to take us a quick break. And we got to get them likes up, bro. That's just what it is. Let's just take a quick break and let's just do our part, because it is too many people sitting in this building. We not bragging, but we was telling y'all that we was gonna win this game, and we was confident that we was gonna win this game, and it wasn't because we was being homers. We was just looking at the facts. We was looking at the facts that.
And it wasn't that Philly fake fluff neither.
No, it was not fake at all. It was all real. You can't look at Dak this year and say he played bad twice. Or you wasn't looking at your team. You was only looking at your own emotions. But we was giving you the stuff that wasn't emotions. So yeah, man, get them lights up. Like, straight up. And if you in here watching and you just want to kind of peep us out before you hit that like, I guess that's fair. But real, no real, and you know you looking at real, so go ahead and hit that like anyway. But real quick,
Hey, boss,
yeah, go ahead.
I want you. If you could put those measurables up one more time.
Which one?
And I want to say this, because this, both of them. But let's start with offense. I want to make sure that everybody knows this, and I'm sure we're gonna touch on it.
All right.
Next week, let me give you the key of the offense measurables. One, physical style of play, 28 to 32 carries.
That's the key.
Number 5, time of possession.
The 3 keys.
And I'm gonna get number 7, Tony Pollard, and number 6.
I agree.
If we do these things, right? If we can get to those numbers and get the time possession and make that quarterback speed up, we're gonna be successful. And we go to defense. Let me get a defense right quick. Number 2, you're not gonna listen here. You're not gonna hold San Francisco to under 85 yards rushing, because they're gonna run the ball enough to get over 85. You just don't want it to get out of hand. You want it to stay around 130. You just don't want them to gash you. But tackling and no plays over 15 yards are going to be key this week.
And I
tackling and no plays over 15 yards.
And see, this is the one thing that I also want to say to piggyback on this. The reason why those carries are so important, well, most people don't factor in when you're talking about running the ball. It's not always even how much you average. A lot of people get caught up into that. Like, we only average 3 balls. That's what we should pass. It's also, and most importantly, and what coach talk about all the time, it talks about controlling the line of scrimmage. If you break that down, what you doing is you trying to take away the pass rush of San Fran by running the ball. You want to take their legs. So when I was first breaking down the Chargers with Big Brother Bosa versus Steele last year, one of the things that I noticed when I was scouting the game before they played, the Chargers played the Washington Commanders. And I noticed that the more and more they ran right at Bosa, the more it took away his ability to pass rush because he was tired and he was guessing. He didn't know when to go all out. He didn't know when to hold up the edge. They kept him off balance by running at him. OC, did you have anything on that?
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know, and I've said this ad nauseum for years, you know, when you effectively run the football, that is the best way to control a pass rush. You laying and wearing on these guys, and you giving your offensive line energy. When we got those big runs, you could even see Tyler Smith getting up, hitting his chest.
Yep.
You know, Zach Martin walking back to the huddle, nodding his head, because we know we working on you. We know we grinding you down.
Right.
And that's what good offensive lines want to do. We want to grind you down. So when it's time for you to rush the passer, you going to be a little tired. Now, if you in great shape, man, you going to be all right. But when we get in that fourth quarter and get deep, and we done already ran that ball at you 25, 30 times, and we double teaming you, chugging you, hitting you in your head, hitting you in your hips, knocking you over, hitting you late, doing all those little nasty things, then guess what, man? You gonna be a tick slower. And that's all we need. We just need you to be a tick slower, and you ain't gonna be able to turn that corner and get a sack. Now, also, I do want to get back to Carolyn, because she asked a very, very important question. You put her up. I want to make sure I acknowledge her. She said, is Diggs scared to tackle?
Right.
And I want to deal with that.
Let's talk about two things real quick. Let's put them together. The two negatives. Let's talk about Diggs and let's talk about Brent, our kicker. We're going to put both of them together, but go ahead.
Yeah, man. So let me deal with the kicker real quick. I tweeted this during the game. We need to bring in another kicker this week and let him try out. That's what we need to do, because we can't have you nut up like that. Nah, man, this is too important. I got to bring in another kicker and let him try out. And I'm going to let you start, but if you do that again, if you go out there and miss a field goal like that again, bro, I'm putting that other dude that I just signed, I'm putting him in the game. That's what I'm doing to you. Because I got to let you know competition, and we established this Boss Cowboy on Boss Cowboy Competition Tuesday, Wednesday,
He missed
Thursday,
4 of them.
Friday,
He missed 4.
Saturday, Sunday. You missed 4. You can't do that, son. And you ain't going to be able to do that next week against the San Francisco 49ers. And we got to have a kicker in the building that we feel confident about. Furthermore, we were inside the 20, and we went for it on 4th and 3 because you missed 4 field goals, and we didn't trust you to go out there and kick a chip shot field goal. And that's why we went for it on 4th and 3. That's the only reason we went for it, because you were out there acting like you was all in your feelings. And we can't have that. We gotta have
not the feelings.
For us.
Wait. Y'all be patient.
Damn, I guess we got one more competition Tuesday, huh?
I guess we do.
Right.
I thought we did, but I guess we do. And I gotta hit this.
The OC.
I gotta hit this.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
That was
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting that straight business like that. Ooh.
If I am Will
Can I
McClay,
jump on
I
that
am
too,
on
Boss?
the phone right now. I'm seeing who's available. By the time we get back to Dallas and we have our practice,
What I told you,
I'm gonna
boss.
have
What I
another
told you,
dude out
boss.
there warming up. I'm gonna have another dude out there warming up and kicking some field goals, so your buck can walk out there and we doing our after game conditioning, and your buck can walk out there and you can see this. Who's this guy? Oh, we just brought him in.
Why did you put
just
your
brought
hoodie
him in,
on
Brent.
for that, bro? We needed hoodie
I'm-
OC because that was
I'm
so
telling
hoodie.
you.
That's
I'm
hoodie
OC.
OC. There he is.
Yeah, there you
This is
go.
what it is. Now, furthermore, let me get to Diggs.
Oh wait, I can't handle it, Diggs.
Hold
Okay.
on,
Let me get to
time out.
pretty
time
boy
out, time out.
Diggs.
God.
Let me
Oh
get
wait,
to pretty boy
the
Diggs.
pretty boy. No.
Let me get to pretty boy Diggs.
Oh.
Diggs is out there, and we told you this
J.
was
Diggs?
happening. We told you that Mike Evans was light-skinned crazy. We told you that
We
earlier in
did.
the week.
We
But
did.
Mike Evans is out there. You see him at the top of the screen getting thrown around like a rag doll by Mike Evans. This was on a run play.
Yeah.
He said, Mike, please, Mike, don't hurt me, Mike. Please, Mike, don't hurt me. Mike throwing him around. Then Mike knew he was about to go out of bounds, caught a pass on a crossing route. I don't know why. I don't know why he was playing off man. I don't know why you playing off man outside leverage, playing 8 yards off. Ain't you a Pro Bowl corner, bro? I don't get that. And then, so he gives up an easy pass, gave him a quick, easy inside release, and then right before Mike Evans is going to run out of bounds, what does he do? He get up, little boy.
He did muff him.
He mushed him.
He did.
He treated him like he was his little brother.
He did.
I need to get back on.
He hit him with that
I got you, Coach. I got you.
Lamb,
I
that
got you,
little
Coach.
boy.
Trust me.
He making you look. Hold on, Coach. 1 second. He making you look bad out there, bro. He making you ain't no prime Deion Sanders. You ain't that good of a corner yet. You better come up and make the tackle, son. And you ain't got no second contract, son. You better tighten up, dog, and act physical. Your brother in Buffalo looking at that game. I bet he called you. I bet he texted you. Man, you looking bad out there, bro. You got us looking weak, bro. You got to step up and make a tackle, son. If you do that next week, they going for 6. If you do that next week, if you do that bull crap next week against McCaffrey, if you do that bull crap next week against Kittle and the outfield, and excuse me, catching the ball, Kittle. If you do that mess next week against
Oh,
hell
no.
He takes you to the house.
Say, listen, I got you, Coach. Hold on, I gotta hit this.
7 is the
OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Wait, I can't handle it. Go.
This is. And I'm going to piggyback on the 2 things OC talked about.
Dang.
And you know, I'm always the guy to say, not to with a kicker or any player. Yeah, I understand that there's
give him a chance,
but you missed 5 straight extra points before you get one. One against Washington, because we only scored 1. You missed that one, and you missed 4 the first 4 this week. You missed 5 straight, and then you hit one, and then that barely got in. The one you hit. Listen, we ain't got no time for that. Yes, it's got to be somebody. It should be somebody. They should have been calling somebody before the plane hit the ground. He should be the guy standing at the top saying, "Oh, I come to report when y'all want me to start kicking."
Exactly.
So yes, that's what you need to put the heat under him because we got to have a field goal kicker, and it ain't time for you to start playing around. Now, Diggs, this is what's important about what OC is talking about. OC is laying the groundwork that we need to hop on his tackling, and we need to keep on pushing about. He needs to tackle because I don't want nobody else in our secondary to think that that's acceptable.
Yeah, ain't nothing sweet over here.
Because if you let him do it and you don't call him out, you're going to have other guys just throwing their shoulder in there and thinking that that's enough to get away. And this team, you coming up, and I said this in the chat, I said this in the live stream. When we were talking about, I said we get through. I said this when we were playing the game and our tackling in the secondary looked a little shady down the stretch here, right? I said this in the live stream. The key to San Francisco, they're going to get their guys where they're going to say that you can't tackle us. They're going to put them out of space, and they expect to get yak yards. And you got to hit them, and if you hit them hard, you will slow them down. Just like the pass rush. If you beat a guy up in the run game, you slow his pass rush down. If you tackle a guy hard, when he catch the ball, the first time he look around, he's bracing himself. But if he feel you ain't going to catch the tackle, he catching the ball, running wide open, going for the end zone as soon as he catch it. So tackling is a must, and Diggs, we can't have that. Ain't no need to save yourself now. It's time to start hitting people. And I know you came from Alabama, and they didn't play that. So I know that you I can't say you came from a college that they played not tackling.
Man,
they didn't play that in Alabama.
I'm gonna tell you just real quick, man. I'm gonna get off of it, but I mean, and because I want to iterate this point, because I hope Diggs hear this. I hope somebody tell him what I said, bro. I like you, but bro, you out there looking like you don't lift no weights.
Soft.
You looking like you don't even get your weekly lifts in, bro. Like you had no strength, man. Bro, you gotta step that up on me. That's it.
I love it, man. OC, just keeping it
Oh
so
my
100.
God.
See, and it can be redemption for Diggs because we saw redemption from this dude, LVE. I gotta say this because we've been on his butt this season, and I didn't think he was gonna get over the fear of his neck. But I gotta say, LVE, I'm very proud of how he played.
Kudos.
I'm very proud.
Salute.
He reminded me of the Wolf Hunter today.
Yeah.
And he been through a
Yeah.
lot. It's very hard to have surgery on your neck and get over it. I know Clark helped him with that because him watching Clark fearless helped him go back to being fearless. And we saw the fearless LVE today. Welcome back, LVE. Welcome back. And I want you to maintain and improve what you are as the Wolf Hunter. We saw this type of LVE when he was a rookie.
Yeah, man. Salute to LVE, man. And LVE was dropping deep in the middle of the offense in that field, man, making plays on footballs, stepping up, tackling. He only had one bad play, and that was when Godwin just trucked him and ran him over. But other than that, he did really good.
Yeah.
Other than that,
yeah, he did.
Godwin
Yeah, he got trucked.
He did.
But
Took him along for the ride.
Boss, I want to say I want to give a shout out to MVP.
Okay.
And this ain't gonna be the MVP next week, but MVP to the offensive staff of Tampa Bay. Thank you for being so unbalanced today. We appreciate that.
Yeah, because we knew they weren't gonna stay committed to the run.
Listen, this is what I'm saying about you make yourself one-handed, and any team you make yourself one-handed too, they're gonna control you. So thank you for running the ball 15, 20. And I don't care about the score. Thank you for not slowing the pace down. Thank you for going 3 and out and throwing the ball around and getting our offense back in groove where we pound you and got your defense tied. Thank you. So this is what I say about LVE. Great job, LVE, for getting the defense lined up. But understand this, LVE. Let's bring it now. Because you're going to get your chance to bring it this coming week. Because I don't care what the score in San Francisco is, they're going to run the ball 30 times. I don't care what it is. They're going to get their 30 carries.
All right, so we will go around a circle, obviously, with these final words, man, for the game, these post games. So, we will kick it off with you, big dog.
Boy, you're going to love mine.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm going deep with this one.
All right. Ooh.
368 days ago, I was listening to a show, and Coach Marv called in. It was in preparation for the San Francisco game, right? I was at work, in my work car, and I had a pen, and I had an envelope. And I was listening then, not knowing what would happen or what would be happening at this moment now in time, right? And the words that he said struck me so much, I wrote them down. They're right here on the same envelope from 368 days ago. These were Coach Mar's keys to beating San Francisco last year.
Yeah.
Number 1, protect the ball. Number 2, have a physical style of offense. Number 3, have a complex but simple offense. And in parentheses, I wrote, target the dogs.
Yep.
Number 4, be confident in your players. Number 5, have a physical style of defense. And number 6, control the time of possession. I kept this envelope. 368 days this envelope is old, but these words still remain true. That just to tell you all how much I appreciate the words that these guys on this panel say. It stuck with me. And I saved this same envelope. I didn't rewrite this. I kept this for a whole year because I knew that was our ticket to winning. And I figured if we had took care of business on this envelope, we would have went to the big dance. So again, I'm going to hold on to this envelope in hopes that my team can not only handle business this week coming up, but moving forward, heading to the big dance. That's my final word. Shout out to Coach Marv.
Very good one.
Man, you know something, man? Listen here. What I said 368 days ago and what we put up there measurables, that's what football is all about. Football is all about being physical, controlling the tempo, and believing in your players and letting your stars be stars. That's what football is about. And if you got stars, you paying guys have been leading you all year. You let them be stars and you just wait the other guys to make a big play here and there. The Hendershots, the Fergusons. 1 or 2 big plays out of a game. That's all you asking them to do. But the tempo is controlled by the Pollards, the Zeke Elliott's, the CeeDee Lambs, the Dalton Schultz, the Dak Prescotts. That's who carry the lion's share of the work. And if these are those things that I pointed out, don't you know that that's what San Francisco lives off of? Those 6 points.
Yep.
That's what they've been beating teams by all year long. Physical style of play, not turning the football over, believing in their stars, getting their stars the ball, and being a physical tackling team, and they wear you down. And we have just as much talent as they have, and we can't go in there being scared. And this is what I like about what Boss said about the Hot Boys. See, did San Francisco care about when they came with the boom box last year?
Nope.
They came in with that swagger, saying that's what they were.
Yep.
And this is when you got to come into San Francisco with that same swagger, but you got to back up what you talk, and you got to have a coaching staff that believes in you, that says, hey, I'm going to let you be a football player tonight. Right. And we're going to beat them physically. And what I'm going to do as a coach, I'm going to come up devise some plays that going to make the game a little easier, but I need you to control the tempo and the physicality of this football game. Right. So, Cowboys, yes, we got a victory. Celebrate yourself on the plane going home. And I know we're going to talk about the haters and all the people who were scared. But listen, we got a long history with San Francisco. And we all remember, I remember San Francisco beating a Cowboy team. I rejoiced when we beat them and got to our first Super Bowl in a long time. But I remember crying like a baby when Joe Montana threw that ball down and they caught the ball in the end zone and they killed us and went into. So they done made a documentary about the San Francisco Cowboy. It was a 3-part documentary about the San Francisco 49ers rivalry. So this is what you got to take with every game that came down. It came down to the team that was the most physical, that made the less mistakes, and imposed their will on the other team. Facts. So let's not be scared of them. Let's don't worry about their defense. Let's go bust them in the mouth and stay committed to it and make them wilt. Defensively, don't worry about them running football. Let's go at them. I love the Cowboy performance today. I want to say this one last thing, boss. If I can give a shout out, we know we celebrate a great day today in the Martin Luther King holiday. That is what a great day to be on this day, as well as come away with a victory that even celebrate. And then I also want to shout out, and I know I give this shout out. I want to give a shout out to my sorors for Zeta Phi Beta for their anniversary today. So great day that I'm feeling happy that we came out with a victory. But follow Boss Cowboy Sports, people, because we give football knowledge. We give football knowledge. We don't go into the gossip train and the innuendos. We give it straight with no Novocaine. Straight with no Novocaine. So that's why it comes out. And when you follow us and follow what we say, at the end of the day, if they follow these things that we talk about and the inner workings we talk about, we always come successful. Go Cowboys. Right. What a great night.
I feel extremely thankful right now. We can't ask for nothing better. We really can't.
Facts.
Anybody who know this team know that we play better when we are on the path of the most resistance. We getting ready to go up against a real resistance.
Yep.
Yeah, San Fran is for real.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also when we're at our best. So what I wanted today, we already starting to experience. I wanted the new fans, not us old heads. I wanted the new fans to start experiencing what it's like to believe. What it's like to actually see your team get over humps. To also experience this with your family. To acknowledge this on MLK Day.
Facts.
Just all of that combined is what makes this wonderful. So when you look at where we are, I'm going to just recap quick the reasons why we said we was going to win this game before we won the game. So we talked about targeting the stars. We proved that this year we targeting our stars better. And that's what happened this game.
Yep.
We talked about that our discipline is better this year. This year. We had 133 penalties last year. We had 104 this year. So that means this young team is growing up. We watching them grow up. We talked about the defense is top where it counts, and that's where I blundered the turnover differential, but I fixed it later. I blundered it up. The weapons is not making as big of a difference as we thought it would. Like when we lost Amari. We saw the rising of Dak Prescott. That made that not as big of a deal. We talked about the trenches are better. We saw that today. Didn't we? We saw the trenches better. Because Fournette had a good day game one. He didn't do nothing game two. Because our trenches was better. We also talked about cross-training is now embraced. So when we saw Peters go down, did anybody blink? No.
No.
Why? Because we're also better at cross-training. And we talked about this week. We also talked about the key thing was that it's pressure on Kellen. It's the pressure on Kellen that's helping us right now. It's the pressure on Kellen is why he abandoned that doctrine of throwing on first down. And the game quickly got under control, didn't it? And then when you look at the pregame stuff that we talked about, the OC talked about, experience. The fact that this team now, for the first time since the 90s, had back-to-back playoff appearances. That's experience. Right. So, yeah, we was believing in the boogeyman. Half of us was believing in the boogeyman before. But now we're starting to see that the boogeyman is not real. Now we're starting to see that it's not automatic that the Dallas Cowboys are one and done. Now we're starting to understand that we're not an accident that's waiting to happen. Now we can enjoy and be real fans. We did say the improvement in penalties. We saw today the A-gap pressure. We saw today, and these are the things that we all talked about before this game. We saw the 30-plus touches with Zeke and Pollard. We saw the stoppage of the run. We saw the using Micah Parsons like a chess piece. Yeah. We saw the targeting of the stars. That's also why we saw the domination. Facts. So when we talking about this Dallas Cowboys It's okay to believe. I was talking to somebody the other day, OC. And you know, of course, they was trying to hate on my Dallas Cowboys. But she was young. We was having a little conversation at the bar. She was a young little mama. And she said, I don't like the Cowboys because they haven't done anything. I said, well, mama, let me ask you a question. When you trying to judge a game, do you judge a game by the fourth quarter or do you judge it by the whole game? She said, of course, the whole game. I said, well, in our history, we just having a bad fourth quarter. But we dominated historically for 3. So you just young, mama. You don't understand that this is a cycle. And that if you really judging us accordingly, you should judge us according to the Will McClay era. And one thing that's clear with the Will McClay era, which started in 2014, which was the start of drafting Zach Martin, we on a consistent upward incline. Yep. So I would say enjoy this as my final word. Let's just enjoy this. Stop living off what the media say that we should be. How the media say we should not have hope. How the media say that we should just be the type of team that know our place and expect to lose in the playoffs. We don't gotta expect to lose. Matter of fact, we should expect to win. That is the Cowboy way. That is my final word.
Let me just tell you guys this, and I'll be brief. The road to redemption, part 1, has just been completed.
Yep.
We dominated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now on to phase 2, the breakdown and the destruction of the San Francisco 49ers.
Love it.
In their home field.
Yeah.
And listen, let me tell you guys, I want you to enjoy this victory. Go to bed, enjoy it, think about it. Those of you guys that are rocking with us late, 106.80 y'all left. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging in with us this late. All right. But listen, man, the Dallas Cowboys are a really, really good football team. The Dallas Cowboys are a team that is going to be extremely difficult for anybody to beat. Understand this, Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback.
Easily.
This offensive line and run game is a top 5 run game offense.
Easily.
This defense is a top 10 defense. So we're going to be very, very hard to beat. So enjoy this one.
Run it up.
Look, and as it relates to the 49ers, don't worry about it. Stay locked in to Boss Cowboy Sports. We're going to break down every day to you exactly what needs to happen for the Cowboys to dismantle the 49ers starting on tomorrow, because we got a short week. So, at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys have not played the 49ers this year, right? But I'm going to tell you something. The 49ers ain't played a team like the Dallas Cowboys this year either.
Ooh!
So just put that in your mind, all right? And you put that in your pipe and smoke it as you go to sleep. So think about that. The Dallas Cowboys handle business with the keys that this channel will lay out in the next several days. They handle business. If they follow the keys that this channel will lay out in the next several days. So you guys stay tuned. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank all you guys that supported us with Super Chats. JT Wolf, appreciate the last Super Chat, brother. Revenge Tour is exactly right. Also, thank all of you for putting money into the Cash App. $ Boss Cowboy Sports. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me, the OC100 on Twitter. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment before you walk out the door. And until next time, we go see you.
We go see you, man. Y'all stay up. Peace. Run it up. Run it up.
Run it up.
Another one.
Great show, guys.
Boss
On to the
Cowboy
next.
Sports, where your voice matters.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, man. On to the next, man. Great show, man. Great to go to bed tonight with a Cowboy victory, man. Boss, want to tell you, man, thank you for your prayers. earlier before the show started, man. Y'all please pray for me and my family, man, as we go through some difficult times.
We got you, Coach. We got you.
You got it, man.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Y'all
All
keep
right,
coaching
fellas, I'm
y'all
out.
press. All right, Coach.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.